Good morning, everybody. Happy Tuesday to you, the first Tuesday of March, if you are joining me live. So thanks so much for getting up or continuing your morning with me and Bruno this morning. So today's practice is going to be all about opening up the front side of the body, the spine, and the center of the body itself. So that would include the core, the heart, and the spine. So we're going to lengthen the spine today. We're going to get some action going on in the core and just find some grounding through the body today, so then that way we can really tap into our own intuition and that gut reaction to things. So when you are ready, let's go ahead and we'll start seated. If you like to have a blanket underneath the booty, go ahead and put something underneath there for padding if that feels better. It also helps to lift the hips up, and it'll just rotate the hips in a different direction if the hips are tight this morning. So we're going to find our grounding breaths, but I want you to close your eyes first. Have the hands palms down on the knees for grounding, palms face up if you need a little bit of inspiration today. You're going to lift up through the heart, pull the shoulder blades together behind the back. You don't have to do anything fancy with the breath yet. Just breathe and notice how the breath is doing. Notice if you are holding the breath in these certain parts of the body. And as you start to shift your focus onto your mat, can quiet the mind, let go of any plans you have for the rest of your day. Try and focus all of your time into this moment that we have together. And then we'll bring the hands together in front of the heart and keep the eyes closed if possible. And I want you to invite gratitude into your morning. So what do you feel thankful for this morning? Did you get up on time? Did you make it to your practice this morning? Maybe you had a good night's sleep. So just take a moment. It doesn't have to be something so grand. It can be something as small as just waking up easily to the birds, being thankful for a sunny day if you have it. And if you are finding your intention or that feeling of gratitude, we'll take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. And keep that intention in the center of your mind and the center of your heart. We'll take our 3 cleansing breaths to begin our practice together. Take a big, deep breath in through the nose. I want you to feel the pause at the top and then open the mouth. Slowly control the air out. Don't let it just fly out of the mouth. And then again, inhale through the nose. Maybe a little bit more breath in. Pause at the top. Open the mouth and then slowly control the breath out. You'll pull the belly button towards the spine at the end of the breath. And one final time, big breath in. Pause at the top. And now sigh it out. Let it all go as much as possible. We'll seal the lips. Keep the eyes closed. Smile on your face. All of our focus now directed inward and onto our mat. You'll keep that feeling of what you are thankful for at the forefront of the mind. We'll blink the eyes open. Release the hands down if they were at the heart. We're going to just switch the crossing of the legs. So rock the sit bones from side to side. Stay with that conscious breath that you have cultivated. So breathe deeply. Feel the body expand in all directions. So as you breathe into the body, I want you to feel not only the heart lifting up, but the sides of the body expanding. So we'll bring the hands down to the knees. Take a big, deep inhale and a full exhale. you to inhale to sweep the arms up. As you exhale, left hand is going to come down and you're going to walk the hand out towards the left side. Right arm is going to go over the right ear. Then I want you to soften through the right shoulder. Rotate the bottom ribs, the left ribs forward, so that way the shoulders stack over one another. And then depending how far you can expand on the right side, you can walk the fingertips out, so that way you get a little bit more stretch on the right side of the torso. So gaze up maybe towards the ceiling, and then find a breath to soften here. Deep breath in, and a deep breath out. Still reach the fingertips over to the left. We're going to inhale, press into that left palm, come up with both hands. As you exhale, I want you to twist now towards the right knee. Bring that left hand on top of the right thigh. You'll press into the back hand to lift the spine, and then let's gaze over the right shoulder. So I want you to feel softness through the left collarbone, but you can use the leverage of this hand to help twist the torso a little bit more. But once you find that twist, see if you can soften the left shoulder, left collarbone. And then let's give our head a few shakes yes here. Open up to the back and the front of the neck. And a few shakes no. Gaze over that back shoulder. Inhale to take one more full breath. And then we'll inhale, come back to center. Exhale to bring the hands to the heart. I want you to take this top leg, the right leg, you're going to cross it all the way over the left. So if the hips are really tight and you cannot stack the knees, then you can stay in this cross-legged position. Or if you want to move just a little bit closer, you'll come into a fire log pose. So think about the right ankle on top of the left knee and the right knee on top of the left ankle. If you have the flexibility in the hips, cow face pose is where we're going. So you'll cross the knees, you'll spread the feet, and then you'll sit in between the heels. If that's not accessible too, you can always bring a blanket, that blanket or a block underneath the booty, and that's just gonna lift the ground up to your booty a little bit more. And then the arms are gonna come out to cactus pose. I want you to pull the shoulder blades together behind the back. Feel the sternum lifting up towards the chin. Take a deep breath here. And then the left elbow is going to cross underneath the right. So the backs of the hands can touch, or maybe you circle so that the palms touch. And then lift the elbows in line with the shoulders and press the palms away. Notice if the shoulders started to creep up towards the ears, you're still softening the shoulders down the back. But feel a little spread of the shoulder blades as you press the elbows forward. Soften the sit bones evenly to the floor. Take another full round of breath here. So you're going to unwind the arms, bring the hands right alongside the hips. This right leg is going to extend out straight. Left foot comes to the inner thigh. So right leg is out straight. Reach through the right leg. You'll flex the foot, press through the ball of the right foot. And then the right arm is going to slide down that right leg. Maybe you grab onto the calf. Maybe you grab onto the ankle. And then we'll start by rotating now the bottom right ribs towards the left knee. So maybe this is where you stay. I can already feel this in the low part of my left back. The low side of the back part of my low back. So you can keep the left hand here. Start feeling that side stretch along the left side as you bring the right shoulder towards the right foot. And then maybe you add that left arm straight up. You can already feel the lengthening through each of the ribs. Maybe you bring it over the left ear. So if you do that, don't let the left sit bone of that left booty start lifting up from the floor, and then soften through your left shoulder. We'll take another full breath here. So lots of length here. We're trying to balance the body, get into the core and spine. Left hand is going to come down. You're going to switch now to where the left leg is in front. Rock the sit bones from side to side. Lift up through the sternum. Right hand walks out. You want to ground that right palm onto the floor. Maybe the forearm comes down. I don't have that flexibility, but maybe you do. But you're still gripping the floor with that right palm. Left hand can be at the hip, or you can bring it right over that left ear. Wherever you are, the bottom ribs, the right ribs are rotating forward, and then you're softening through the shoulders. Maybe gaze up towards the ceiling. Soft shoulder, feel the left sit bone really grounded into the floor, and you'll take another full breath here. We'll press into the right palm. Inhale to come all the way up. As you exhale, we're twisting now to the right knee, or towards the left knee, excuse me. The right hand's going to come on top of that thigh, and the left hand is behind you just to straighten the spine. You'll inhale to create space in the body, and then use the exhale, the leverage of that hand on the knee to twist, gaze over the left shoulder. Be careful of the right shoulder creeping up towards the ear. I want you to lift the heart up towards the chin. Keep pulling the belly button towards the spine. That's going to help to deepen your twist. Take another full breath. And then we'll inhale, come back to center with the arms. Hands come right alongside the hips. You'll cross that left knee all the way over the right. Maybe hinge forward if you can, and then spread the feet. And you always have that option of fire log pose, where the right ankle would be stacked on top, the left ankle, would be stacked on top of the right knee. So you can have your hands here just to ground into the sit bones. I want you to notice the difference of the hips. Which hip was easier to rest down onto the floor. And then we're going to bring the arms back out to that cactus or goalpost shape. Pull the shoulder blades together behind the back. You'll probably feel this in the shoulders tomorrow as you strengthen those muscles. So shoulders pulled together behind the back. Take a deep breath in. Grow tall through the spine. And then as you exhale, right elbow underneath the left so the backs of the hands touch. Maybe you circle the palms. Elbows are going to lift in line with the shoulders. You're going to press the palms away from the face. Soften the collarbone. Keep pressing the elbows away to feel the stretch right behind the heart, spreading the shoulder blades. And then can you soften here? Soften something in the body. Take a full cycle of breath. And we'll use our inhale to unwind the arms, bring them right back along the sides of the body. We're going to extend now this left leg out straight. Right foot comes to the inside of the left thigh. You're going to straighten through the left leg, press through the ball of the left foot, and slide the left arm down the left leg. Rotate the left ribs towards the right knee. Right hand can be on the right hip, straight up towards the ceiling, or maybe over that right ear. Again, feel the ribs shining towards that right knee, the left ribs. And then can you soften something? Soften through the right shoulder. Maybe soften that right glute, that right booty cheek down to the floor. And we'll take another full breath here. See if you can soften. Right hand is going to sweep all the way back down. You're going to cross over the ankles, come over the ankles in any way you can, and find your table pose. So when you find table pose, I want you to spread the fingers nice and wide and feel the sit bones reaching back towards you. So you're pressing the booty back almost. Pull the belly button in towards the spine so that the core is really engaged. And that's going to help to protect the low back. And then you'll spread the fingers wide, grip the mat with your fingertips, and then reach the heart forward. So just like we did earlier, just a moment ago, feel a tiny little spread of the shoulder blades. On your next inhale, I want you to reach the heart forward, look up towards the ceiling, soften the shoulders from the ears. And then as you exhale, I want you to round the back, bring the chin towards the chest and the belly button towards the spine. We'll do that 2 more times each way. Inhale, heart reaches forward, drop the belly towards the floor. And then exhale, round. Press the earth away, spread the shoulders, chin towards the chest. One last time. Inhale, reach the heart forward. Maybe open up through the throat more, looking up towards the ceiling. Exhale, round the back. Chin towards the chest, belly button towards the spine. We'll find that neutral spine now. The ears are going to be stacked in line with the shoulders. And then feel the fingertips really pressing down into the mat. I want you to reach the head forward. Start with the right foot. Step the ball of the right foot to the back of the mat. Press the ball of the foot into the floor, and you're going to rock forward and backwards. Be sure you don't start to dump the shoulders or the chest between the shoulders. You still want to press the palms down. Find that rebound in the tops of the shoulders. Take another full breath here. And then get the tops of the foot too. We'll reach that right heel back, flex the toes, take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. One more breath to grow long through that right heel. And exhale, you're going to plant the foot right by that right thumb. You can help it up with the right hand if you need to. Inch it forward so you can sink into that front knee, making sure that the knee doesn't go over the ankle. And then when you're ready, we're going to ground the left palm. Inhale to spiral the right hand up. Pull the belly button towards the spine. Make sure you're not dumping the weight into that left shoulder, left collarbone. Press into the left palm. Lift out of the left shoulder socket. Reach the right fingertips up. Maybe open up a little bit more, pulling the belly button towards the spine. Another full breath here. So choose to stay here with the left hand down and the right hand up. You can always add by bending the left knee. Maybe you reach back towards the foot. If you can't grab the foot, you're just reaching the fingertips towards that left foot. If you can grab it, grab the top of the left foot. And as you pull the foot towards the body, you're still pressing the foot into the hand. So you get a nice little stretch through the arm and the quad on the left side. Keep the right knee hugging in if you have the left foot. Take another full breath here. Very gently release the left foot all the way down. Don't let the foot slam to the ground. You'll come up onto the tips of the fingers. Walk the right foot over towards the left wrist, coming into pigeon pose. You always have the option to come onto your back for figure 4. So we're going to start with the fingertips right along the edge of that front foot, right along the knee and the foot. Inhale to lift up and out of the spine. So this might be where you want to stay. Your option is to exhale and come forward. You can come down onto the forearms. You can use a block or a blanket. And then I want you to feel the hips even. So are you favoring the hips by leaning onto that right glute? Can you square the hips, press into the top of the left thigh, and then soften the shoulders? And it might feel a little bit intense in that right hip, but I want you to breathe deeply. Stay with the feeling of gratitude that you created at the beginning of practice. And just take another full breath here. Can you soften the body? Can you let any gripping go that you are holding on to? Hands are going to come back underneath the shoulders. I want you to tuck the left toes under. Extend the right leg back. Come into your table pose. You can wag the hips from side to side if that feels good. And then we'll step the left foot back, come to the ball of the left foot. So notice the difference right away between the feet. You can press forward and backwards so you open up through the left calf. But again, make sure we're not starting to dump the heart through the shoulders. So we're kind of tricking the arms here, strengthening the arms, strengthening the front of the body when we're in these poses. Still grip the mat with your fingertips. Take another full breath here. And then lift the left heel in line with the left hip. Reach the heel back. Take a deep breath in. Reach the crown of the head forward. And a deep breath out. Take one more breath in to grow long through the spine. Use the exhale to plant the left foot by that left thumb. You can always help it forward with the left hand. I come up onto my fingertips just to give me a little bit more space for my torso. And if you need to, you can always scoot that right knee back. Ground the right palm into the floor. Use your inhale to spiral the left hand up. Pull the belly button towards the spine. Right ribs are pressing forward towards that left knee. Open up through the left shoulder. Make sure you're not starting to dump the weight into the right shoulder. Rebound out of the right shoulder socket. Take another full cycle of breath, reaching the fingertips up. Then your choice is to stay here. Your option is to bend the right knee. Maybe you reach back for the foot. So sometimes we're almost there. We can't grab it. That's fine. You still want to have the energy of reaching the fingertips towards the foot. If you do have the flexibility, grab the top of the foot. As you pull the foot closer to the sit bones, you're pressing the foot into the hand. So that opposite action. Wherever you are, we don't want to let the left knee come out to the side. So just keep that in mind. Keep pressing into the palms. Rotate the right ribs towards the left knee. Lift up through the heart. Take another full breath. And then very gently release the right foot all the way down. Left hand is going to come down to the floor. Ground the palms into the floor. Tuck the right toes under. Step back. Find your plank pose now. So both feet are on the ground. Reach the heels back. You can always set the knees down from time to time as you start to strengthen through the body. So if you can, lift through the heel or lift through the knees. Reach the heels back. Make sure the head isn't hanging. So the tendency is because the head's so heavy is to let the head hang. And it puts a lot of weight on the back of the neck. So lift through the back of the head. Feel the ears somewhere in line with the shoulders. We'll take another breath in to grow really long through the torso. And then as you exhale, lift the sit bones up and come into downward facing dog. You can soften the shoulders here. Lift the sit bones up nice and high. Take another full breath. Come up high onto the tippy toes. I want you to bend the knees, look forward. Walk or step your feet to your hands. Inhale, come up halfway. You can keep the fingertips on the floor or you can bring the hands to the shins. Take another deep breath in. Keep the belly button hugging towards the spine. Exhale, fold forward. As you inhale, come all the way up with the arms. Feel the palms touch overhead. Exhale to bring the hands to the heart. Close the eyes. Come back to that feeling of gratitude that you created. See if you can replace any vulnerability throughout your practice with the gratitude that you've already created. So if you feel unsure throughout your practice or throughout your day, that's where you come back to that feeling of gratitude that you already have felt. Blink the eyes open. Keep a smile on your face. Inhale, sweep those arms up. Reach the fingertips up. As you exhale, lead with the heart, hinge at the hips, find your forward fold. Inhale, come up halfway. Exhale, forward fold. Bend the knees, plant the palms, step that left foot back. You can stay in a high lunge position or you can lower the knee just depending on how you're feeling today. I'm going to keep the left knee lifted. I want you to inhale to rise all the way up. Soften the shoulders down the back. If the left knee is lifted, keep reaching through that left heel. Both positions, we're pulling the right hip back, lifting the heart into the palms. Take another deep breath in. As you exhale, I want you to extend the arms back behind you. Reach them down towards that left heel or back for the left heel. And then almost like you're hugging a block between the palms, keep pulling the shoulder blades together. Squeeze that block between the palms. Lift the belly button up towards the chin. Take another deep breath here. Inhale to spiral the arms up. Exhale, hands are going to come down to the floor. Left knee comes down. Switch the legs. Tuck the toes back under. Lift the hips. And then step that left foot forward. You can lower the right knee if you would like, or you can keep the right knee lifted. Engage the core. Come all the way up. Find your lunge on the opposite side. You want to sink into that front knee no matter if the right knee is lifted or not. I want you to feel the shoulders in line with the hips. Take a deep breath in to lift the fingertips up. As you exhale, I want you to extend the fingertips down towards that right foot. Open up through the heart. Pull the shoulder blades together behind the back. Squeeze that block between the palms. Take another full breath here. Inhale, arms sweep up. Exhale, bring the hands down to the floor. Step back, find your plank pose. Big, deep breath here. Pull the belly button in towards the spine. Reach the crown of the head forward. Take another deep breath in and a deep breath out. Take one more breath to grow long through the heels and then lift the sit bones up. Come back into downward facing dog. Soften the heels towards the floor. Feel the heart come closer to the front of the thighs. Take a deep breath. I want you to come up high onto the tippy toes. Look forward, bend the knees. You're either going to walk or hop to the outsides of your hands into a squat pose. So your choice here, use your balance, focus to where you're going, and then once you find that position, I want you to feel the sit bones dropping down towards the floor. Bring the hands in between the legs and press the elbows to the inner knees. Palms come together in front of the heart. I want you to lift the heart towards the chin. Feel the weight in the outer edges of the feet. Take another full breath here. Take one more breath to lift up nice and tall. And then the hands are going to come back behind you. Gently bring the booty down to the floor. Come into boat pose. You're going to have the calves parallel to the floor. If that feels good, you can have the hands helping the thighs lift up through the heart. And the other option is to straighten the legs, pressing through the balls of the feet. Maybe you bring the hands right alongside the knees. So wherever you are, lift the heart up towards the toes or towards the horizon. Keep the belly button engaged, pulling up towards the spine. Take another full breath here. You're going to hinge forward, bring the soles of the feet together just for a moment. Hinge forward into that bound angle or butterfly pose. Press the elbows into the knees. Reach the heart towards the toes. And then let's rise up. Find your comfortable seated position. Rock from side to side. That 30 minutes sure does go fast. So I want you to close the eyes, palms face down for a little bit of grounding for the rest of your day. Maybe face up if you need a little bit of inspiration or creativity for your day. And then with the eyes closed, I want you just to take a breath here. Hands are going to come together now in front of the heart. Take 3 cleansing breaths to end our practice. Keep that feeling of gratitude, though, in the forefront of your mind and the forefront of your heart. Together, let's take a deep breath in. Open mouth, exhale, sigh it out. And again, inhale. Open mouth, exhale. And a final time, bigger inhale. And a fuller exhale. Keep the eyes closed. Smile on your face. Lift the chin. Before you blink the eyes open, just breathe deeply into that feeling of gratitude that you have felt. And then now when you are ready, with a smile on your face, blink the eyes open. Let's go ahead and begin our day. Namaste to you. Thanks so much for joining me today. Thanks for keeping with your practice. And just remember, 30 minutes goes so fast. Once we get into it, it's already over. So really try and keep some time dedicated to yourself every day to practice, whether it's in silence, whether it's to move the body, go on walks, but really do something that separates you from your work day, from your personal life, that you can have a reset. If you have any questions, you can always reach out to me. You can shoot me an email at getyourintent@gmail.com. And I hope to see you back on the mat on Thursday at 8 a.m. Have a really great day.